I'm Mikaela and I'm the craft connoisseur. Today I'm going to be going over a pattern called Back and Forth. I'll be using and referencing this book, Totally Awesome Rubber Band Jewelry. I really love this book because it has excellent directions and very detailed layout patterns. Page 26 is our pattern. In this book, we've got 3 color combinations. This is the Roses in Bloom. It's a 3-color combination with harmonious colors. This is Grass Green and Sky Blue. This is a 2-color asymmetrical combination, meaning that the colors are on opposite sides. And this is the School Spirit combination, which is just a 2-color symmetrical, meaning that they're the same on either side. Look at this map of the layout of bands. When put side by side, you can see that the loom and the map of numbered bands in the book are almost identically the same size. This makes it easier to follow the pattern from the book and read the numbers for each differently colored band. These are all of the materials that you're going to need to do my style of the back and forth with 4 colors. Let's get started laying out the bands on the loom. We start, as always, with the red arrow facing away from us on the loom. If you don't have the official Rainbow Loom, what you're going to look at is these channels should be open away from you and not facing you, and they should all definitely be facing the same direction. If you have one of those adjustable looms, make sure you set this up before you start laying out your bands. Now that I'm ready to start laying out my bands, I begin by selecting one of the 2 colors that has an extra piece, and I take that band and I place it on the very bottom middle peg. Then we go up to the right, push the band down so that it doesn't come off when you're looping it. The next color I select is going to go up the middle row. I place that there and go up from the bottom. Push that down. Take my 3rd color, place it up from the bottom to the left. So now we've got a little arrow here. The 4th color is going to go here along the left row, so from the bottom up there. The very last color is the color that I started with, and I go across the top here. So there to there. Middle 2nd peg to the left 2nd peg. So what you're doing is basically making a square with all your 4 colors. The next step is to go back to the middle and go up from the 2nd peg to the 3rd peg. And you're going to lay out your colors the same way you did here in the first square. So my next color would have been the green. I'm going to go green, and then the glitter purple, and the metallic purple. Make sure you're always pushing down the bands. So this 4-color pattern is going to be repeated. You go to the left first and then you go to the right. And you keep doing that all the way up the remainder of the loom. Now that I've reached the end of my loom, I will place the very last piece, the other color that had the extra band, from the middle last peg, and it's going to go up to the left. So there you have your completed layout. Once the layout is complete, we turn the whole loom around so that the red arrow is now pointing towards us. And this is the point where we will be unlooping the bands from the peg. So I'll show you the layout of the looping pattern so you can study that for a minute. We will start looping the bands following the pattern that I showed you, starting by going into this peg here, grabbing that top band and bringing it down where it originally came from. Then we go in the channel here, go from the bottom left and bring it up. Then we're just going to go right here, bring the band up to where the peg originally came from. The last one that we get is the middle band and bring it from the middle bottom up. So you're going to follow that, but reverse it for the next square. The very first one is the top one and it's going to go down to the right. Next peg is the right hand side, and then the next one from where you last laid off that side peg, grab that band, bring it up into the middle, and then of course the middle peg. So we're going to continue that for the rest of the loom. Now that we're at the end, the final band that comes up is the middle. Then we go into the channel and get this side one, and this anchoring one comes up from the last top middle peg and back to where the band originated from. The last peg, the last band that we placed, we grab and place on the wide part of the loom tool and then pull everything up. Then I like to give it a little bit of a stretch.
sand.